I'm gonna talk about how you can finally stop comparing yourself to other people, getting out of the toxic habit of checking people's social media, and start focusing on your own path and feeling beautiful and proud of yourself. Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Clara, and on this channel I talk about body positivity and self-love for skinny and small-chested girls. So if that's what you're into, consider subscribing for new videos every week. So we all know that social media has a really bad rap. It makes you feel inadequate, makes you feel like a potato, like a failure, like everyone is doing better than you and you are just never ever good enough. It brings out your deepest insecurity, makes you feel miserable, but somehow you can't stop using it. You can't stop obsessing over the numbers, the likes, the followers. You can't stop checking out other people's social media who have these unrealistic face and bodies and beauty standards. Somehow you just can't stop. Girl, I feel you. I've been there so many times and probably will be there again at some points in the future. I mean, who doesn't? Even if you don't have any social media accounts, you will still compare yourself to other people. Recently, I have developed a solution to these problems and I'm happy to say that it works. And I can't wait to share with you these tips in the video so you can finally break free from this negative habit and start focusing inwards, focus on yourself, on embracing yourself, on loving yourself. So without further ado, let's dive right into the video. First step, unfollowing. I know it's super obvious, but you've got to do this first before doing any other steps in this video. You have a choice of who you follow on social media. If you follow people who for some reason make you feel bad about yourself, maybe they post perfect pictures of themselves all the time, or they post updates on their world traveling adventures every 2 days, or they just an old friend who always flexing on social media and makes you feel bad every time you see their post, it's time to unfollow. It doesn't mean that you're mean, it doesn't mean that you're jealous, it just means that you want to put yourself first and protect your energy. If they're thriving, good for them. But if seeing them thriving makes you feel bad about yourself, you need to put yourself first and distance yourself from them and work on your self-worth and confidence before being able to look at those types of pictures and not being negatively affected by them. This is the first step to clear out the negative energy on your social media. It's the foundation for all other steps, because when you scroll on your feed every day, you want it to be clean, to be inspirational, to be in alignment with your values, and most importantly, to see the posts that lift you up, not bring you down. Follow people who have a message, who are authentic and positive. Make sure your timeline is 100% positive, and make your time spent on social media make you feel better and not worse about yourself. Second step, resisting the urge. I understand that even after you unfollow someone, you still have this weird obsession with them. You still feel the urge to check out their profile once in a while, or maybe even every day, which can be really toxic to your mental health. Every time I feel the urge to check out someone's profile that I know will definitely make me feel inadequate and small and not enough and like I stop myself for a second and just keep repeating this phrase to myself. Protect your energy, 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 protect your energy. And weirdly enough, it works. The simple affirmation reminds me that looking at other people's life and feeling jealous is a waste of time, a waste of my time. I am the most important person in my world. They are the most important person in their world, and you are the most important person in your world. So why put them on a pedestal and put yourself down? We are all important and no one is better than the other. We may choose different paths, have different lifestyles, different jobs, different looks, different resources, but our worth are the same. We all equal. Today, remember to protect your energy, to focus on yourself and your journey, and to thrive in your own way, because it's never a competition anyway. Third step, take social media break. I do this weekly. I know that telling you to stop using social media completely is just unrealistic, and sometimes the best solution is not stopping and avoiding it altogether, but to learn to consume it the right way. You should take a break from social media every now and then. It can last for a day, several days, or a week. Personally, I take a break from social media 2 days a week. I think it's important because your mind needs a rest, and what happened in the real world is always more important than what happened online. You can see it in my own life. If you follow me on social media, you know that I don't post a lot on Instagram or YouTube because there are other priorities in my life besides social media. Of course, like, this community is incredibly important to me and means the world to me, but I find that if I spend too much time on social media, it does drain my energy, and I do have to step back and put my mental health and my happiness first. But how can you stop comparing yourself to the people you know in real life? Gosh, I feel so resonated with this one, because oftentimes the people that I compare myself to the most are not celebrities, are not influencers, but people who are closest to me or the people that I know personally. For a long time, I was obsessed with the idea of being the best in every social group I'm in. For example, if I'm in a social setting, I want to be the prettiest, the richest, the most accomplished, the smartest. But when there's someone that I regard as a threat to my position, I would feel really closed off and uncomfortable around that person. It's sort of like I feel jealous of them and feel bad about myself at the same time. But now I have grown and changed so much that it doesn't bother me anymore. I think that we all have our strengths, and you can't be the best at everything. Yes, a girl may have bigger boobs than me or curvier than me, but it doesn't necessarily mean that she's better or sexier than me. We're just different and we're just beautiful in our own way. If sometimes you feel jealous of your friend for having something that you want, remember that that friend may have their own insecurity and may even be jealous of you or admire you because you may have some other qualities that they want. I think we as human beings are similar in a lot of ways. We have the same struggles, bad habits, and negative feelings. So don't feel too bad if you feel down and inadequate sometimes, because we all go through it. You're not alone, and there are always ways to recover and bring yourself up. Tip number 5. Write out a list of the things that you love about yourself and look at it often. As much as the prevention methods that I mentioned work, sometimes when our willpower is low, we still fall into the trap of comparing ourselves to other people. How can you recover from that? For me, I keep a list of the things that I love about myself and look at it often, especially at times when I feel inadequate or incompetent. I believe that we should all be our best cheerleaders, and it's our job to remind ourselves of how beautiful and amazing we are. So when you have time, write out a list of your proudest accomplishments and what you love about yourself and look at it often, especially at times when you feel like you're not enough or when you feel down after comparing yourself to other people. This will help you focus the energy back into yourself and focus on who truly matters, you. Tip 6. Remind yourself that people's lives are not exactly the same as what they portray on social media. I think that as humans, we all want to portray the best part of ourselves to the world. But life is much more than what people post on their social media. When you see people's profile, you don't really know what's going on behind the scene, what they're dealing with in their personal life. You would have no ideas if they're going through a depression or if they have extremely low self-esteem or have an eating disorder. We think that only because someone is beautiful, fit, or successful that that person must be happy. This doesn't have to be true at all. Beauty, fame, travel, success, or a lot of followers are no guarantee for happiness. Everyone has their own struggles and everyone goes through suffering. That's what makes us human. So please remember this whenever you wish you had the life of someone else. Tip 7. Think about the things that people don't know about you and what you portraying on social media. I'm sure that there is at least one person out there who's comparing themselves to you and feel jealous of you. So in a way, we are all in this together. No one is better than you. We are all equal. Remember that everyone is a human just like you. They are capable of wonderful things and so are you. But your goals and theirs are very different. Focus on your own path and work hard to achieve your own goals and dreams. When you focus on yourself, seeing other people's success will no longer affect you negatively, because you know that whatever great things happen to them, they can happen to you too. Look at the success as a proof that the things you want are possible to achieve. Look at them as inspirations. You don't have to compete with them. You don't have to be better than them. The only one you should be better than is yourself of yesterday. As long as you're making progress in your own journey, you're winning. Tip 8. Remind yourself that you want to win. Every time I feel the urge to check out someone's social media, I remind myself that I can never win by doing that. In the past, sometimes I would compare myself to someone who I think is less successful than me, but I realize that it is just as bad as comparing myself to someone who I think is better than me. No matter what you do in the world, you can always find someone who has more than you or is better than you at something. It's always a losing battle when you focus outwards and not inwards. I haven't compared myself to other people on social media for nearly 2 weeks now, and I have to say that I'm loving it. I keep reminding myself of how far I've come. Maybe you should take a calendar or use the calendar app on your phone to check off the days that you don't compare yourself to other people. I've been doing that and I've been feeling good about myself, and I also started incorporating more positive habits into my life. When you start comparing yourself to other people on social media, you may get into a rabbit hole of mindlessly scrolling for hours and then sleep late and then feel horrible the next day, and it just become a downward spiral. On the other hand, once you start a good habit, you will feel so inspired to keep up the momentum, and if you do it long enough, you may be able to replace your bad habits with a good habit and it becomes your new way of life. Tip 8. Instead of comparing yourself to others, compare yourself to yourself. Focus on how much you have grown, how much you have achieved, and what progress you have made towards your goals and dreams. This habit has the benefits of creating gratitude, appreciation, and kindness towards yourself as you see how far you have come, what obstacles you have overcome, and how far you have grown over time. By comparing yourself to your old self, you feel better without putting other people down. You can make this habit stick by taking a few minutes each day and journal about how you have grown, how far you come, how much closer you are to your dreams, and so on. By doing so, your thinking will change over time, and gradually you will become more focused on yourself and your progress and your journey, and don't care that much about other people. And my last tip for you is to be kind towards other people. In my experience, I find that the way I think and behave towards other people have a big effect on how I think about myself and how I treat myself. Judge and criticize people more, and you tend to judge and criticize yourself more, and often you do it automatically. Be kinder and help other people, and you tend to be kinder and helpful towards yourself. So focus your mind on helping people and being kind. Focus on seeing the positive in other people and in yourself. This way you become more okay and at peace with yourself and the people around you, instead of ranking them and yourself in your mind. You are enough and so are they. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Do let me know if you have any other video ideas or topics that you want me to discuss in future videos by commenting down below. I make time to read and reply to most comments because I really do appreciate that you're here and you're commenting and you're watching, and it's like the best thing in the world, so thank you so much. Make sure to give this video a like, subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and also follow me on Instagram as I post on there quite regularly. We're coming towards the end of 2019, and to be honest, having this community, having this channel has been the biggest blessings in my life of this year, and I just can't say thank you enough. So thank you. Until next time. Oh, Merry Christmas! I wish you and your family happy holidays with lots of laughter, lots of joy, lots of blessings. Until next time, love yourself, be kind to yourself, and treat others the same way. Bye! I am the most important person in my world. They are the most important person in their world, and you are the most important person in their world. So, wait. But the people that I personally love, but the people that I personally love, but the people that I personally love, that I know personally, okay, but the people that I know personally in my life. Protect your energy, 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 protect your energy.